It's time for another 2K TV Tuesday. This is your chance to earn double XP by wearing 2K TV apparel in the city.
Mark your calendars, text your friends, and grab your 2K TV gear now.
Done, done, and done, because it's coming up this Tuesday, July 18th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific.
We'll see you there.
TGIF, everyone. It's the end. Hey, Allie.
Rudy Gobert has...
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. So here are the Jazz starting five. John Collins out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's ABC in at the two-guard spot. And for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the one. And Doris, when you're playing in the same conference, the rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries are built when something is at stake. And when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of distaste, which always makes for interesting viewing.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Pass to ABC. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The three ball. Knocks down the triple.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range three there.
Outside Edwards. Conley against George. Outside McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off with the layup.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's ABC. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Pass to Edwards. To win the run. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Back to Collins. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's McDaniels. Tipped.
I think this is the next step for Markkanen, right? The ability to improve your defense and become a real factor. Send it back.
Pass to ABC. The three. And Conley grabs the miss. Towns passes to Edwards. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Here's ABC. Guarded by Edwards. Offensive rebound. Pass to Collins. Markkanen outside. Going inside. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Conley. Fires for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Now, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket. Yes, sir.
Pass to ABC. Collins with it. Covered by Towns. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's ABC, guarded by Edwards. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Doris, it's been interesting to watch Utah's transformation into an offensive force.
What's fascinating about it, BA, is there was a time where the Jazz was one of the best defensive teams in the league, and that defense led to winning. Then they transitioned from a team that went into the three-point revolution wholeheartedly, bought in completely to the pace and space and the need to be able to shoot the three well. And listen, they had a ton of success, but they never could get over the hump in the playoffs.
Now here's McDaniels. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Towns finds McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Karl-Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
George passes to Collins. Back to George. Got a piece of it. It's Markkanen on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Boy, there's a lot about Lauri Markkanen that makes this guy unique. 7-footer with a big-time offensive game. That actually happens mostly outside the arc, guys.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. For 3, Conley. The shot no good. And it's Utah the other way. Markkanen's unique play style is right there in his stat line, Doris.
That's exactly right, B.A. That's the point. A big man averaging more three-point attempts than regular two-point field goal attempts. Who else is doing that? At 7 feet tall. But somehow he makes it work.
Now here's McDaniels. Towns up top. Utah with the rebound.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss. What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
ABC on target from range. 7 points in the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
So Utah ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
Conley finds McDaniels. And Dwayne Dedmon is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
McDaniels from long range.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Pass to ABC. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Outside McDaniels. Plenty of space. Drained it for 2 points. McDaniels got 5 now.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. The Timberwolves have got 6 of 14 in so far. Outside Conley. Gobert passes to Edwards. Oh, swiped away. Pass to Dedmon. Here's ABC. Dedmon with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. That one goes. Count it. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
That's easy money for Karl-Anthony Towns. close range and leaves no doubt.
Here's Clarkson, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And how about what Colin Sexton brings to the table, Doris?
Yeah, when you think about this young guy, he still can be an offensive force. Plays the guard position with a big-time chip on his shoulder due to his size. This guy is always up for a challenge.
Some teams find it easier to hit the ground running when the season starts. Others, not so much. Doris, how come it takes so long for some squads to get in the so-called mid-season form?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's about the personnel. Is somebody coming off an injury? How many new additions do you have? Is the coaching staff new? Different teams have different attitudes when it comes to the early part of the schedule. But for several, this is sort of an extended preseason working things out.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Pass to Conley. Now here's Towns, defended by Dedmon. Offensive board. Gobert passes to Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Conley finds McDaniels. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. The rebound by Bamba. Utah leading. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. Minnesota has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards can't hit. Utah has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's ABC. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sexton passes to Dedmon. Here's ABC. The three is up. No good on the buzzer beater. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Jazz up by 4, and we'll be
26. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half of this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
From 11 feet away. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Milton's checked in for the Timberwolves. Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Oh, I can't believe he just did that.
Now that is incredible. Just wow.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Milton against George. And George with the jam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Towns double team. Here's Gobert. That shot, no good. And Utah will come the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, staying with it and looking to expand this margin. Hard-nosed takes like that will certainly help.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. And Anderson subbed in for McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Outside, Anderson. And Collins with the big block.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
George for 3. He drops it from range. George has got 10 points in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Towns can't get it to go.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Pass to ABC. Launches it. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Reed passes to Edwards. Anderson against Markkanen. Left side, Milton. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, no good.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Over to the left wing. Reed for 3. Nails it from 3. Reed's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Back to George. Ooh, good work defensively by Milton.
Jazz foul. George. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Well, the past few seasons, the Jazz have become serious playoff contenders.
You know, B.A., with high expectations, they haven't reached their goal. Now, this franchise definitely has their sights set on the ultimate prize, their first championship.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Towns.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Utah's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. George drives in, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Here's ABC. Hits the trifecta. 13 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
From 8 feet, he squares up and sinks it. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Back to Milton. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Markkanen misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Reed. Edwards against Clarkson. Back to Reed. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got 5 rebounds tonight. Clarkson attacking. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Outside Edwards. Now here's Anderson. Defense is right there. Pass to Noel. Over Sexton. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And that one's good. ABC.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
Here's Noel. Checked by Sexton. Here's Edwards. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Reed. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Mike Conley's checked in for Anderson. Pass to Towns. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Dedmon.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's ABC. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Das Reed. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Edwards.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Towns against Dedmon. Pass to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going for the lob. And it's blocked by Dedmon.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And that one's good. ABC. He's got 9.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Inside. Dedmon against Towns. He hits it. His 4th make in 10 tries.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Here's Noel. He's covered by Clarkson. Back to Noel. Goes up at the stripe. And the jumper is on the mark.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Pass to ABC. For 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Bamba, and it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
And so it's Utah up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Karl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
It's all inside. Shaq, I know you like this. Man, guys were sacrificing their bodies, making plays through contest, just wearing the hard hat. That's how this game's gotten out of hand so far.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
The shooting percentage they allowed was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into their defensive effort. We need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Making their way onto the court are your...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Taking a look at the Jazz. We've got John Collins. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's ABC in at the 2.
You can see the wide variety of ways that Karl Anthony Towns can put points on the board. There isn't an aspect of the offensive end of the floor that he doesn't do well.
Pass to Collins. Now here's Markkanen. And it's Utah scoring again.
Boy, the mechanics of Markkanen's shooting is just so pure. You feel like it's going down every time he shoots it.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
5 on the clock. Markkanen. That shot is off. Timberwolves shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Down low. Here's Towns. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Markkanen finds George. Fires it. The rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Edwards against George. Left side, Edwards puts up a three. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. The Jazz have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. George passes to Collins. Here's ABC, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Collins. Here's George. Minnesota with a rebound.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Towns passes to Conley. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Towns for 3. Goes back up. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the lines. A 3-point play opportunity.
Lauri Markkanen. His second team.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
And Gobert with a block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Pass to McDaniels. Now Gobert. He's got 9. Back to Daniels. The shot, no good. And Utah will come the other way. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Here's Conley. Cash money on the open jump shot. Conley's got 7 points.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Collins. And he lays it up and in. Collins has got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going. To the line for one more. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Towns against Collins. Outside McDaniels. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And Gobert with the stuff.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Conley against George. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to ABC. The 3 is up. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Towns passes to McDaniels. Let's go with a 3. The shot by Towns, no good. For Utah, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to George. Here's ABC. He's got 19. It's Markkanen on the wing. To the middle. And stolen by Gobert. All alone on the break. Here's Edwards. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's ABC. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And one word that always goes along with the Jazz: defense. They've been a top 10 defense in the league in 6 of the last 7 seasons.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Anderson subbed in for McDaniels. Conley finds Anderson. Back to Conley. Sweet little floater. Conley's got 9. And with a defense like Utah's had, it's easy to see why they've been a playoff regular.
Well, it's always a good idea to put a priority on getting stops. Now, it'll be interesting because they traded away their anchor on defense, Rudy Gobert. Can they live up to the standards they've set the last few seasons? Let's see if it can happen.
And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And Minnesota calls time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Here's Reed. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got rebound number 7 tonight. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Sexton. Pass to ABC. Fires from deep. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota's got nothing to fall here in the 3rd. 0 for 4. Up top, Reed. Outside, Anderson.
Utah foul.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Here's ABC. Pure from 3-point range. 12 points for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Out to the right wing. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Noel. And there's 1:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Anderson passes to Reed. Kept alive. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I mean, Jordan Clarkson is huge in the Philippines. His family with roots there, traveling out to Manila with NBA Cares, drawing huge crowds.
And Clarkson in 2018 suited up for the Philippines national team.
NBA Clarkson's NBA games are a must-watch in the Philippines. Kids watching Clarkson's games in the morning before heading to school. They say, forget the cartoons, we want to watch hoops.
Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Unloads. Noel, no good. The Jazz have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Sexton passes to Bamba, and it's Bamba finishing strong.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting an efficient 55% in the third quarter. Outside, Anderson. Edwards against Clarkson. Pass to Reed. To the right side. Here's Anderson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Utah shooting a remarkable 60% clip, very efficient. Pass to ABC. On the wing, Clarkson. Out to the wing. Here's ABC. Deadman, good. And the Jazz lead by 12.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
It's Edwards with a drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one's on Clarkson.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
Good on the second one. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's George. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. George has got 18 points in the game. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Jazz. They lead by 13. Don't go anywhere. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Well, the Jazz shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Milton in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards can't hit.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Here's ABC. Beyond the arc. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. McDaniels from long range. Rebound, Utah.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Pass to Markkanen. Tries it from 19. Second chance effort. George's shot is off. Towns up top. Collins defending. Double team on Towns. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Conley's checked in. The Jazz with another miss. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 44%. Not bad. Markkanen against McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Conley. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game. Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Utah foul. George. Third personal foul.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Over Collins. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 20 points.
Well, if you're going to concede anything, I guess you'd prefer Towns get to the mid-range, but boy, he is so consistent.
Yeah, that one's good.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. McDaniels against Markkanen. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. It's not going to go for him, and Utah will come the other way. Here's ABC. 4-3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Conley against George. Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. With the fadeaway. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Well, the defense was draped all over him, but he went to the fadeaway and drilled it.
George passes to Collins. Here's ABC. And here's George. Back to Markkanen. And Gobert with a block. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 4 assists now tonight.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I listened to Utah's coach address his team. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep throwing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Thanks for that, Allie.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested. If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
George hits them both. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Well, Doris, courtside seats in basketball are hard to come by. Experiencing that proximity to the action is a rare treat. But with virtual reality now, anyone can.
Listen, B.A., I'm all for technology, and I think that's cool. But let's be real. You give me a courtside seat where I can feel the action, where I can see all the minute details of everything that's transpiring in real time, I'll take that.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Conley passes to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Right side Conley. This one for 3. Doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries. Over to the wing. Here's ABC. Guarded by Edwards. George passes to Markkanen. George against Conley. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Pass to Collins. Up and over Conley. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
He's capable of torching you from there. Collins has great confidence in his mid-range jumper.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Towns passes to McDaniels. To the middle. The shot by Conley, no good. For Utah, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Pass to ABC. From outside the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got 20 points.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Out left to the wing. Marking it outside. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved. Hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Markkanen against McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And it's ABC with a rebound. For Utah, they've gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Sexton passes to Bamba. Back to Sexton. Here's ABC. Sends it home from three-point land.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Towns. From downtown, they grab their own miss. That one goes in. Give him 20.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Here's ABC. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
2 shots.
That one's no good. Utah has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Sexton against Conley. Here's ABC. Pass to Bamba. And Gobert with a block. Pass break, Minnesota. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Sexton passes to Clarkson. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. The Jazz with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Launches a 3. Utah with the rebound.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it. Towns up top, covered by Bamba. Tries again. Gobert. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little. Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Jazz.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for ABC.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
4 on the clock. He buries it from 3. And the Jazz lead by 16.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Left side, McDaniels. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Sexton. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
So